Hey, welcome back, Switch Gears fam. Now, you should have just watched how to remove the bearing. Now I'm going to show you how to install bearings, ABS bearings actually, on a Harley Davidson rim. So I took the bearings out of my old rims, and because like I said in the video, those are going off. I have replacement bearings, but these are the same, and I'm going to show you how to put them inside of the new wheel. So here's the wheel bearing kit that I got. It's not expensive, less than 40 bucks. Wheel bearing puller, got it off of Amazon, and it's a removal and installation kit. I want to show you guys because I didn't get it in the first video, but here's everything you're gonna need. Here's your different bearing sizes and pullers. Here's your different installation parts, nuts and bolts, and then this is that part that you see me that went around that extracts the bearing out as you're locking down. I just want to show you that. I've already removed the parts that I need. So let's go over a couple of things in this video, what we're going to use. Here's the new rim. I got a couple of important things I really want to point out. Here's a new rim that's going to go on blue. It's the same factory style rim that came off. It's just been sent out to get chromed. And I think it's going to look really good. Let's talk about the bearings. These, again, are ABS bearings. So if your bike has ABS, it's going to look something like this. Notice that the bearings are two different sizes. Thicker, slimmer. One has a bevel on the inside, one doesn't. All right. This that I have here, I'm gonna put this down. The thicker bearing is your ABS bearing. It's gonna have a gray or a black side, depending on the bearing that you have. These are Harley bearings or came from Harley. Gray, and on the inside, it's gonna be orange. The orange side is going to be close to the bevel side. That is the side that goes into the wheel. So your gray side, as you're looking at the wheel, the gray side will be facing outwards. That's very important. Number two, on an ABS wheel, on the primary side of the rim is where the ABS bearing goes. On the primary side of the rim, the left side, as you're sitting on the bike, the side you're going to shift with, where your ABS sensor is at, is where the ABS bearing goes. Here's how you can tell. On your wheel, if you got a brand new wheel like mine, this is the primary side. That side is going to be a shorter distance than the left side, than the right side, the non-ABS side. So the ABS side, from the collar to the outside of the rim, is shorter. As you can see, it's about a finger's width. If I switch over to the other side, is deeper. It's about a finger and a half width. This is the non-ABS side. ABS side. This is the primary side. So if I'm sitting behind the bike, this is my wheel with a tire on it. Rotor. This is the side that the ABS sensor on the bike and the bearing is going to go on, which is the side that I'm shifting on, if that makes sense. All right, now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and get these bearings installed. Couple of things you want to note. You want to make sure that your surface is smooth. Blow out any dirt or trash that's in there, because you want to make sure that that bearing is going to seat. All right, here's what we're going to use out of that installation tool. You're going to have a bearing collar. This is what the bearing is going to sit on, just like that. Orange side is going to go in. This is what we're going to tighten up against. All you got to do is find one that fits inside the bearing. We're going to have a washer. We're going to have a backing plate, your long bolt, and the nut. Super simple. All right, let's get ready to install. All right, now we're about to get ready to start the installation process. First thing you want to do is take you some, just a little dab of grease. Grease those little inner walls up. It's just going to help the bearing go through. Don't get too crazy with this, because you want to make sure that the bearing seats. Remember, going orange side in. Just going to put a little bit on the bearing itself. Could be anti-seize or whatever the case may be. You're just trying to help the bearing get its way in there. We're gonna see how easy this goes. I did not put them in the freezer or anything like that. You can put them in. You can put your bearings in the freezer. You can put them in the freezer, kind of help shrink them down. But I just want to show you guys, this tool works pretty good without all of that. All right, I'm gonna sit that down to the side. I'm gonna change my glove. All right, we're all cleaned off. We're all cleaned off, and now we're ready to install. Coming in from the back side, we're gonna take our big bolt, drop in our backing plate, go in through the rim, match that backing plate up, and we're just gonna set that down to the side. And we're gonna take our collar. Remember, this side is gonna go to the outside, so we're gonna drop the collar down just like such. Pick up the whole assembly and feed it through. Just like that. Let me wipe my hands off because I got a little grease all over the place. All right, now we're gonna come in with the bolt. Now remember, you wanna grease your threads. Make sure that they don't get damaged or anything while you're putting on this, because you're gonna be putting torque on it. I already did like a little light coat of grease on these. But before I put it up, once I get done using it, I will grease it again. Just helps prolong the life of the tool. All right, now we got everything installed. We got the rod going through with the backing plate. Come get the camera over here. Got the backing plate in the inside with the bolt going through. The ABS bearing, orange side facing in. Here's the ABS. Here's your ABS centering collar that goes on the inside, and then a bolt. So all I'm gonna do is put a ratchet on the back side here. I got a ratchet here to hold this, and I got my ratcheting tool, and we're going to install this bearing. Just like that. Just like it's already going in. I'm actually gonna go over this way so I can get some leverage on it. I'm holding this with my knee and my leg. Now I want the camera to come look at this. I'm holding this. I got the ratchet pin between my leg. I got my hand on top of the rim for stability, and I'm just ratcheting in. They'll tell you at Harley that, oh, you're gonna need a press, and nope, you're not. You're just gonna need this tool right here. So as you can see, that collar is keeping the bearing seated, and we're just taking our time. Nice and smooth. I can hear the bearing going all the way through. There it is. Couple more turns. It's getting past that lip now. Now, I just felt it. I just felt the bearing seat. So what I'm going to do is reset here and just tweak it a little bit more to make sure it's flush against the inside of the rim. Boom, that's installed. Right, now we got to do is switch it over. And just like that, switching gears family, we just installed our bearing. Now it's gonna take a while for me to get this bolt off. I'll just bring it back on once I got it off. All right, we got the ABS bearing installed. Now we gotta put the sleeve in. Do not forget to do this. Do not forget to put in the sleeve. Just take your finger here, walk it all the way through. There it is. Make sure it's up against that bearing. And it is. We're good. Okay, same thing. We got the bearing collar. Only big thing with this bearing is it's on both sides, right? So you're gonna look for the side with the writing on it. The numbers, once you see the numbers, that goes to the outside. That goes to the outside. So same deal. Numbers facing out, this is gonna go in. So now we're just gonna reverse what we did. We put this in with the backing plate on this side now, going all the way through. Simple as that. You're gonna take the bearing, put the bearing in through here, kind of butt it up a little bit, get that backing plate centered. Now we got to go through the long process of putting the nut in. So once we get the nut on, I'll bring you back on. All right, we got everything seated. The bolt's on there. Hey, I want to point this out because I forgot to do it last time. Make sure you put a washer in between the nut and the ABS and the bearing collar. I did not have it on the other side. Now that we got this going, all we got to do now is just start cranking. And it's just going to seat that bearing for us. Can you hear it? Let me do some pulling instead of. Let me get this side locked in. Here we go. Just take your time. I feel it seating, and it's seating up against that collar as well. Once you can't turn anymore, then it's seated. Still going. Still going. Seated. There it is. I can no longer turn. All right, now we're going to just break this bolt. And let's get it out of there. The hardest part to me about this bearing installation is threading this bolt all the way down because it takes so much time. So bring you back once I'm done. All right, we're all done. Here's the non-ABS side. Bearing went in nice and smooth. Moving around nice and smooth. Here's the ABS side. Same thing, bearing went in smooth. I can see the lip. And I'm just gonna show you. Let me see, I got some brand new spacers up here. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. So on that non-ABS side, this is what this spacer is gonna sit right up against. Bam. It will be just like that. And that's the spacer. I'm doing all chrome spacers on here. But just to show you the factory spacer, I think I have it up under my seat here. Yeah, I do. So the factory spacer would have the ABS lines and the wheel spacer lines here, and it would just go in just like that. That's how that would sit up against there. But we're going with the chrome. All right. I hope you guys found this video interesting. I hope it helped you out. That is how you remove and install ABS bearings. The bearings are the same whether it's ABS or not. I'm just emphasizing ABS on this one because this is an ABS bike. But that's how you remove and install ABS bearings. Again, I hope that it was helpful. I hope you learned something. I am going to put the part number to the tool in the description below. And thanks for watching.